હે ગાઈસ, કેમ છો? હોપફુલ એકદમ મજામાં હશો. આ થયો બુધવાર અને સરસ ઠંડુ વેધર છે. ઠંડીનું પ્રમાણ વધી ગયું છે અને આજે હું ફરવા નીકળ્યો છું ફેમિલી સાથે. ક્યાં આગળ? તો મેલબર્નના અંદર જ MCG ક્રિકેટ ગ્રાઉન્ડ, એટલે મેલબર્ન ક્રિકેટ ગ્રાઉન્ડ, જે વર્લ્ડનું 2nd નંબરનું છે અત્યારે. પહેલા નંબરનું અહેમદાબાદ નરેન્દ્ર મોદી સ્ટેડિયમ છે. તો બસ MCG ક્રિકેટ સ્ટેડિયમ જોવા આવ્યા છીએ અને સ્લોટ બુક કરાવેલો છે. MCG ક્રિકેટ ગ્રાઉન્ડ જોવા માટે તમારે સ્લોટ બુક કરાવવાનો હોય છે. તેના અંદર મ્યુઝિયમ ને બધું છે. એટલે આજે મેં 12:30 વાગ્યાનો સ્લોટ બુક ઓનલાઈન કરાવેલો છે. કોઈપણને જોવું હોય તો તમે બુક કરાવી શકો છો. તો બસ હાફ એન અવર બાકી છે અને હું, પપ્પા અને મારો છોકરો એમ 3 જણા અત્યારે હાલ વેઇટ કરી રહ્યા છે બહાર આઉટસાઇડ પાર્કિંગમાં. 15 મિનિટ પહેલાં જ જવાનું હોય છે. આ તમે બહારનો નજારો જોઈ શકો છો. આ સરસ ગાર્ડન ને એવું પણ છે. દરેક શુક્રવાર અને શનિવારે અત્યારે હાલ ફૂટીની મેચો રમાતી હોય છે. બિન સિઝનના કહી શકાય. તો સમરના અંદર જ અહીંયા આગળ ક્રિકેટ રમાતી હોય છે. અને આ સામે ગેટ નંબર 3 છે. તો બસ ત્યાંથી અમારે અંદર જવાનું છે અને બીજા બધા ગેટો અહીંયા છે. સૌથી મોટું ગ્રાઉન્ડ છે આ રહ્યું ઓસ્ટ્રેલિયાનું અત્યારે હાલ, અને અત્યાધુનિક વાળું બનાવેલું છે. તો બસ હવે અંદર જઈશું. બહુ જ મોટું ગ્રાઉન્ડ છે. આ જોલી માઉન્ટ સ્ટ્રીટ છે. તો બસ ત્યાંથી જ અમે અંદર જવાના છીએ.
All right, we just gather around here before we get started. So as you can see, welcome to our special stadium. Has anyone been here before? We're all just visiting. Well, primarily we're
First
from
time. Second time?
second time.
Yeah.
Recently, or
Yeah, I think India-Pakistan match
yeah,
last year, T20 World Cup.
excellent.
Yeah.
That was a huge crowd.
Yeah.
19,000 people. You're all travelling
From Sri Lanka.
Sri Lanka.
Yeah.
Excellent. All on holidays together.
Yeah.
The family all together just survived. So we're all cricket fans?
Yep.
Yes. All right. So it's a very special place. So our first stop is going down onto the ground.
Yeah.
Then we see the changing rooms. Then we get up to the top of the ground. So we'll use the lifts as much as possible.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of walking. There's no way around it with the stairs and stuff. So just let me know if we've got any sort of problems or anything. So yes, it is a working stadium all the time. There's something going on at the moment. So we'll get down to the ground because that's probably the most important part that everyone wants to see.
Yeah.
Alright. So do you live in Melbourne or Australia?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, you
Well,
do.
Tarnet.
So at
But
the
we
moment
put it-
we're set up for football
Yep.
for 6 months of the year.
Yeah.
So that runs north to south. So primarily we're very much 6 months football in the winter, then
Yep.
it's come September, it becomes the cricket season.
Yep.
Our climate doesn't cope for playing cricket all year round,
Yeah.
unfortunately. Now I'm just checking ground access. Was created as a way for cricketers to keep fit because our climate doesn't allow for cricket all year round, they found. So to keep fit, AFL football was created. So at the moment the grass is about 3 centimetres long for football to absorb some of their tackling and falling to the ground, but in cricket season it's only 1 centimetre long because cricketers would not want to be trying to make runs on 3 centimetre
Yeah.
long grass. So it's cut every day and night through the cricket season. So come September, this whole centre square gets ripped up and the wickets then run east to west. So they'll run from Light Tower 4 across the ground this way.
Yeah.
the opposite to the football goals. So where you see that mobile number, straight underneath that there's the glass area where there'll be cameras.
Yeah.
So the cameras are perfectly situated for football. They're in the middle of the ground, and for cricket they're then behind the bowler.
Yeah.
Down the wicket, so they don't have to move cameras all the time. And then next to them is the radio broadcasters, and the next set of windows is your media, where they report all the games. So this year our test series against India. Where the players would come down, so you'd have Australia in this area here, the umpires in the middle, maybe to break up any fighting, and the other side would be, well, this year would be India, or any of the visiting teams would be there. So we're going across, the two dressing rooms are here. So the first one is home team, whether it's football or cricket. So the Australians would be in this changing room, so they would enter from up this race. Usually it's only opening bats this way, and then they would go down from the cricket viewing areas. And then the second one is for all the visiting teams, the international teams. So if we go across, just sort of stay with these yellow lines, because there's obviously a road goes around.
चलो येलो लाइन के अंदर चलो हाँ से नहीं यहाँ के क्रिकेटर को जाने ब्रेक पड़ा ले जाए साहब
So your umpires area would be in here.
Okay.
So you've got your first changing room. So your international teams would be. At the moment we're set up for Richmond football.
Yep.
Do you follow the AFL as well?
No, it's
Not
cricket.
really.
Yeah.
Just cricket?
Yeah.
So at the moment it's set up for one of the football teams.
Yeah.
With all their paraphernalia. So in the cricket season they bring in all the lockers. They would have big armchairs, couches, because the football lockers aren't big enough with everyone with all their cricket gear. As you cricketers would know, they have a lot of gear. So you can imagine this with all sort of lockers and chairs. So this is set up for the football players to kick footballs and warm up in the area.
Yeah.
Without damaging anything. When wives, family, children, partners can come down and use all this area, there's more physio.
Physio room
Probably the area that players don't want to go to is the drug testing area. Which is just part of sport these days. They do all the drug testing in there. So if you're watching any of the interviews, this is where they are.
Okay.
So you've got your journalists and the coaches and the players being interviewed. Do you want to go there and be interviewed? Stand behind there. So what they can do for the wickets, they can change them to replicate another country's wicket or another state's wicket. So if we're playing Sri Lanka, we'll try and prepare the wickets to be as close as possible for that. The first one has the video screen where you can choose a bowler. They've got lots of videos of a certain bowler at practice, and the ball would come out the hole and the batsman would practice against a particular bowler. Now there's also 6 grass wickets outside that they can use to practice on the turf. So come Boxing Day test here at the MCG on Christmas Day. Yeah, so your wickets would be going across that way. That centre square, pretty much, you'd pull that up and lay the 7 wickets down. can go all the way around where we were standing, so they can use trucks, machinery, and it doesn't rip up the turf. If that was all turf, it'd be just a mud. Oh, really? Yeah, see all those wires going across?
Yeah.
Any ideas?
જો આ બધા ગ્રાઉન્ડ છે પપ્પા, આ બધા ગ્રાઉન્ડ છે.
Charge $50,000 a year to use. And then we'll see what some people like, the famous sort of cricket photo with Sachin Tendulkar and Sir Donald Bradman. That our Indian visitors really like to see. So these are corporate suites. Just have a quick look in there if you wish.
Yeah.
Just check that. So this would be one of your biggest suites that people can use. Just have a quick look. You won't go too far in. So if you've got a spare $200,000 and you want to get a super box, this is it. It's a very nice place to watch them. So this would be all the cricket history. Oh, this is only part of it. There's an MCC museum itself that's downstairs out of the sports museum where there's a lot more of the history. But that's the well-known sort of shrine to cricket. At the time they've deemed they were probably the most prominent nations at the time, but since then obviously you have Sri Lanka and a lot of other countries that have got, part of the cricket now. So that's the famous photo with Sir Don Bradman on his 90th, where he chose Sachin Tendulkar because he felt he was the most similar batsman and batted and played like him, so he chose him. Also, Shane Warne managed to wangle his way into that meeting for the celebration. So there is a photo with him with those two as well. Obviously, Sir Donald Bradman was Australia's best and most famous batsman, so there's a statue, a life-size statue around there of him. So he wasn't a very big man, so he could certainly make a lot of runs. Resting.
એ બધા ફૂટબોલરો AFLના એ બધાની ગેલેરી છે, એમના બધા ફોટા મૂકેલા છે. જેટલા લોકો અહીંયા રમી ગયા હોય, ઓસ્ટ્રેલિયાના હોય. ટીવી બ્રોડકાસ્ટિંગ અહીંથી થાય જો.
Media personality. So all your media would be in here for your radio.
ઓકે. અહીંયા રેડિયોમાંથી લાઈવ થાય છે.
The glass is open if they
Media
need to
room.
get a bit of atmosphere.